Yo, what's going on, fellas? Six Past Dunga coming to you all again with yet another video. Okay, so guess what? Yep, it's that time of the month again. Time for me to read all your hot takes and predictions for the upcoming chapter of Boruto TBV VORTEX. I'm not gonna lie, I can tell a lot of people are excited because I think we got the most comments we probably ever got going into the next chapter. So, as always, I got my 10 comments that I'm going to be reading off to you guys today. So I'm ready to get into it. Remember, I do this kind of thing every single month, so if your comment didn't get picked today, don't worry, there's always next month. I try to pick new people each month, excluding from the people that got the advantage, like channel members and loyal subs that I see on most of my videos. Before we get started, let me just kindly ask you all to drop a quick like on the video, as it does help me extremely, and I mean extremely, in the YouTube algorithm. We got a lot to talk about, so let's not waste any more time. Okay, so the first comment says, we see Borushiki and Kawashiki versus Jura next chapter. Okay, we're starting off kind of strong, aren't we? Okay, so I want to say Kawashiki is definitely a possibility, and actually I feel like to beat Jura, that's something we might have to see. The last time we seen him use Karma V2 is when he fought Borushiki, so to see it again, and also when he just got his limiters removed too, I think that's really exciting. But you're seeing both Momoshiki and Kawaki fight together? That will never ever happen. And I think you know exactly why. It's true that the enemy of your enemy is your friend, right? But in this case, I'm afraid that might not cut it. For the simple fact that Momoshiki once tried to kill Naruto, not once, but twice. Kawaki knows Momoshiki is a threat to everything he holds dear. He needs to be taken out, which is the whole reason why he wants to kill Boruto. However, with that being said, he also needs to destroy Jura or the entire planet is at risk. So he's faced with a choice. The choice may not be as straightforward as you might think, but I think Kawaki falls back and lets Momoshiki battle against Jura solo if that's the case. Like, let's just say Momoshiki emerges with the sole purpose to defeat Jura. The main reason is so he can't kill Boruto, his only anchor to the world of the living. At this current moment, Momoshiki has way more purpose to kill Jura than play around with Kawaki. But for Kawaki, that's not the case. He actually needs both of them gone. For Kawaki, the best case scenario is Momoshiki fights Jura, Momoshiki loses the fight because, let's be honest, he's not beating Jura, and then Boruto dies. But then since Jura might be weak or a tad bit fatigued from that fight, Kawaki would just come in and deliver the finishing blow before Jura escapes. It's very possible that would be the result from your scenario. Like, I feel like that would be a very cool thing to see. Borushiki and Kawashiki versus Jura, it would undoubtedly be the best fight in the series, hands down. But unless Boruto can hold his conscience while still bringing out the full power of his karma, which he briefly shown the ability to do a while back, then this scenario probably won't happen. Mamushi is about to make a move on Ada while she is busy watching Boruto and Kawaki. Sneaky for real. Oh, actually I didn't think of this. Mamushi is in the best position right now to make a move on Ada. With Kawaki out of the village, Boruto, Konohamaru, Sarada, etc., I feel like Konoha's defenses are low enough for him to come out and try his luck at getting at Ada. The only thing is, Damon is always with her, so that's an unavoidable fade. If you want Ada, you're gonna have to go through my boy Damon. But besides the action, this is a very good opportunity to learn more about Mamushi and his abilities, because he's one of the only Shinju at this point that we haven't seen fight, or at least he fought the least out of everyone. So did Ikimoto do that purposely? Is there something he wants to show us? I mean, granted, he has some pretty broken abilities. Being able to see through the Senragon, that's just insane. It's also a good chance for Damon to show us something. He's another one besides Jura who's yet to go all out. And he said he never went full power in his life. I mean, it's not like his life was all that long, but you get what I'm trying to say. It's really all for propaganda. Because I feel like Damon needs to remind everyone who he is. A lot of other strong characters have made their way into the story. Plus, Kawaki is several times stronger than before, so we need to see where he stands among these guys. Did he move down in the rankings, or is he still the strongest? It's really as simple as that. I think we actually got a sneak peek at this confrontation too. In one of Kashin Koji's visions, we 100% see Momoshi, that much is confirmed. But you see right next to him, I'm almost sure it's Damon. You can't see his face, but come on. The head shape is definitely the same, and you can see the pink highlight in his hair. This could insinuate a potential matchup between Momoshi and Damon. And actually, I meant to give you guys an update on that battle, just haven't really gotten around to making that video. I want to have a thumbnail drawn out for that one, so it might take a little longer, but either later this month or early next month, I'll have that out for you guys. But as far as the comic goes, I agree. It's only a matter of time until we see Momoshi make his move to go after Ada. Either Jura retreats or Boruto lose it and let Momo appear. So the only way Jura retreats is if an unfavorable situation occurs. Not particularly with his health, but like, for example, the last time he had to retreat was because he didn't want to let Hidari's Thorn Soul rot. If not for that, I feel like he stays and handles Boruto right then and there. Either way, it won't be easy for him to retreat because of Kawaki's Sukuna Hikona. Like, what's the reason why he wants to retreat? If it's because he finds Kawaki too strong, then the fight might end there. If Jura is genuinely losing the fight, Kawaki won't let him escape so easily. Remember, he did the same thing to Code and Hidari. He cut off their escape route by shrinking the claw marks. What makes you think he won't do the exact same thing with Jura? Especially if he's pressuring Jura. The reality is, if Jura retreats, it'll be because of something not battle related. Like, let's say he goes after Konohamaru and the others as they try and rescue Shinki and Gaara. And before he retreats, he'll just create an opening for that escape. Either by whooping on Kawaki or using the claw marks while staying out of the sight of Kawaki's dojutsu. So I would say if we're comparing the two possibilities, Boruto losing control is way more likely. He already has poor control of the karma, worse if you're talking about post time skip. And now with resonance being a factor, that's definitely a huge possibility. Next comment says, okay, yapping incoming. Since Kawaki activated karma, Boruto is going to tweak out. Lots of internal dialogue and or outside dialogue with maybe Momo. Also, Delta will try and take Sarada, Mitsuki, and Konohamaru home. Another thing is that I want to see some Himawari action, since it is shown in Koji's vision that she is in the sand. Also, as much as I want to see Kawaki put BTA on Jura, he is a glass cannon. One big built body hit might send him flying, because when he was maxed out on defense, he was still getting knocked out by Jura. That is true. Overall, there might be some tweaking, some BTA on either side, and most of all, peak fiction. Sorry for the yap. Nah, don't apologize for yapping, man. I do it all the time. I like when you guys leave long comments like that, man. It really shows that you're engaged with the content. So yeah, I appreciate it. Okay, so regarding your comment, there is some parts I agree with, and some parts I think the story might be going in a different direction. Okay, so first, I definitely agree with Boruto. We all know he's probably gonna go crazy because of Kawaki. But with Delta, I don't know if she's there to take Team 7 home per se. She might be there to just play more of a support role. They're down a member in Sarada, and also with Yodo being no more, she could possibly just be there for extra much needed support. The mission is not over yet. They still have to deliver the Thorn Soul back to Shinki and Gaara. They don't have much time either. It's imperative that they deliver on their mission in a timely manner, because you don't know what the Shinju's next move is going to be. With Araya being the only person in the way of them having both Matsuri and Ryu's Thorn Soul again, he'll need some backup to complete the mission. You might be correct with Himawari though. I can't say for sure, because just from Koji's vision, you can't say for sure that Himawari's in Tsunagakure, but there's a couple indications that she could be. I mean, for one, this panel shows Inojin in what seems to be the area where Shinki and the rest were battling Matsuri. And if Team 10 is there, there's a good chance Himawari could be tagged along with them. It'll also be a good opportunity for her to start healing Sarada and magically bring Yodo back to life, right? I mean, it's not likely, but if there's a way for that to somehow happen, the Nine-Tails chakra can make it happen. I don't know if I necessarily want that to happen. I mean, I don't really feel anything for Yodo, so I don't mind if she's really dead. Like I said, I think it's good for tone setting in the story. It raises the stakes, and makes it feel like there's really a chance anyone can die at any given moment. It wouldn't be a smart move for Himawari to be at Sunagakure though. I can't get past the thought that Koji told Shikamaru directly to not send her out the village, and he just does it anyway. So maybe it was a situation that they all snuck out the village to help, because I know nobody gave them the green light to head there. I'm just not believing that. And if he did allow them to go, please just get Shikamaru out the office. That's pretty bad. I agree with what the comments said about Kawaki. Like I said before, he better be considerably stronger than Jura, because if he's not, I fear he's just going to lose. If his defense and offense were switched, so to speak, then yeah, Jura could just knock Kawaki out easier than before, and he's more susceptible to being killed than ever before. I mean, it could be simple. Kawaki just won't get hit. Yeah, he could just be that strong. But I guess we'll see. Kawaki is gonna make Jura retreat without Boruto's help. I see a world where this actually happens, and the entire community will be ready to give Kawaki all the praise in the world, completely ignoring the fact that Jura wasn't at 100% and Boruto still helped prior to him being knocked out. I know I triggered a few people with that statement, but when you literally destroy someone's Rinnegan and slice their foot off, I fear they're not going to be able to fight at 100%. That's not taking nothing away, because it's still a great feat nonetheless, but I'll still give Boruto some credit. It was still a team effort. But I feel like I addressed this before. If Kawaki makes Jura retreat because of him overpowering Jura, then he's not going to let him escape. He'll just use Sukuna Hikona to shrink the claw marks, and then he'll kill Jura. But looking at things differently, I think now that we can see Kawaki contending with Jura, it's going to be interesting to see how Jura of all people responds. What will he do to close the gap between him and Kawaki? What route will he take? Absorption of the other Shinju? Will he look for power through information, or by any other means? I'm actually kind of interested by that theory. So if you guys have any idea as to how Jura would go about getting stronger, put your thoughts and ideas down below in the comment section, and try to keep it in character for Jura. What's something he would do that aligns with his character? Okay, so the 6th comment says, Jura ends up regenerating one of his eyes and legs, battle begins, Boruto ends up teleporting somewhere else, as a result, leaving Kawaki to deal with Jura alone. That's the thing, besides Jura using the claw marks to literally teleport back to the Ten Tails dimension to heal, do you guys think he could just heal himself? Like, if he had a hack that set him apart from the other Shinju, I guess it's something like super regeneration powers, right? Or maybe something else. It wouldn't be the first time we've seen something like that before. Even members of the Kara had unreal regenerative abilities. You would just make it so they have no choice but to destroy Jura in one blow. So chipping away at him like Boruto is doing would be proven useless. So regarding the other half of the comment, I can see Boruto using FTG to teleport away, because basically that's what he did the last time Kawaki used the karma in front of him, except the last time he just flew away. The only reason he'll do it is to keep Momoshiki at bay. In no other scenario does Boruto leave Kawaki in a fight like this. My only rebuttal would be if Boruto even has enough time to teleport somewhere far enough to calm down. And if he does teleport away, then that means he can't go back into the fight. He's basically done fighting. I mean, he could just go assist Konohamaru and the others and leave Jura to Kawaki if that was the plan from the start. And maybe he could get healed if Himawari is there in Sunagakure as well. So many possibilities, but I strongly feel Boruto is staying with Kawaki. He might feel this is their only chance to take Jura down, so he'll fight to the end if necessary, even if Momoshiki takes over his body. Hidari appears to help Jura take them on, and Boruto fights with Hidari until they ultimately retreat back to their dimension or hideout. I think Jura will decide if he may need to create a new Shinju to make up for the lost Shinju. Yeah, I think that can happen. We're all waiting for Hidari's next move, so that can be something to look out for. Then we'll just have a 2v2. But if that happens, what are the chances they come out victorious? If Boruto was healthy, yeah, sure, I'd like their chances. But he's not as effective now. With his injuries, we don't know if Boruto can take on Hidari in his base form. I for one think if Boruto gets back up, it'll be because of the activation of his karma, or Momoshiki just takes over his body. And at that point, I would like his chances better. It'll be more of a fair fight. For now, I would say Jura and Hidari would win, just because we don't know how strong Kawaki is compared to Jura, and we don't know how much Boruto's injuries would drag him down in this hypothetical matchup. Shikamaru sends Team 10 plus Himawari. Boruto relays everything through Inujin to Shikamaru and key players through mind transfer jutsu. Hima heals Boruto and enters the battle with Kurama. First main appearance since his return. I would expect Hima and Kurama to play a major role in this battle. Now you have Boruto, Momoshiki, Himawari, Kurama, and Kawaki limiters removed, full Ishiki arsenal. You see, that's the problem. Why would Shikamaru do this? Koji said verbatim to not let Himawari out of the village, let alone have her fight Jura. Her being his target should eliminate any and every scenario like this just because it's way too risky. It wouldn't be a smart move at all. There's ways Boruto can get out of this fight without being healed. If Himawari gets anywhere close, Jura can sense her because of Kurama. So this is probably the worst thing that can transpire from the situation. If you want to send Himawari with Team 10 to save Shinki, yeah, okay, that's fine. But it's important that they keep Himawari far away from Jura for now. At least until she's able to sync with Kurama a bit more to access more of his power. So I guess I won't say it's not a good hot take, because by definition that is a hot take, but it's not a smart move. And because of that, I don't know if I can see it happening. Prediction chapter 24, Kawaki and Boruto V1 state fighting Jura. Jura retreats to his dimension to heal himself. Koji's new visions explained. Borushiki foreshadowing. Momoshiki flashback from the fight when Sasuke got trapped in a tree. Kawaki and Boruto fighting. This is probably the safest prediction I've seen all video. I even made a video going over my own prediction, and I did say it's very likely we'll get a flashback. I mean, it's something I noticed Ikimoto likes to do after big reveals. The Shinju revealed in chapter 4, we got a flashback in chapter 5. Chapter 20 was Sarada's MS awakening. Chapter 21, we got a flashback. Even chapter 13 was a flashback being built up because of Boruto's alliance with KASHIN Koji. So now we're in for either a Momoshiki flashback like he said, or a Kawaki flashback. And it shouldn't be anything too crazy. Probably just him getting his limiters removed, maybe a little dialogue between him and Amato, but that's really it. Most of this is just a continuation of the previous chapter. Boruto and Kawaki fight Jura, and Koji explains the visions he got to Ada or something like that. That's what I would really be excited to see. As for me, I would say that could give me a lot of video ideas. So I actually need that, not gonna lie. Like, if the chapter went exactly like this, it's another, at bare minimum, 8 out of 10 chapter. This is all they have to do. Boruto and Kawaki against Jura would do insane numbers. And I understand how Boruto's karma works now, but Ikimoto has to give us this fight. Some way, somehow, we need to see a tag team between Boruto and Kawaki. That's just pure cinema. And you'll be crazy to say otherwise, just speaking from a fan's perspective. So the last comment we have, okay, so Jura and Kawaki will be fighting. The karma most likely gonna activate. Momoshiki, the way he is, he most likely not gonna intervene here, only to avoid both fighting Kawaki and Jura. We will possibly get Boruto and Kawaki with Karma versus Jura. It will also show Delta and the others, probably Delta giving them instructions, and possibly at the end, Hidari shows up where Delta and the others are, or Araya probably brings Shinki back. I mean, this guy is smart. If we end up getting a Boruto and Kawaki tag team, it'll be because of this. Not saying Momoshiki is scared, he'll just be thinking logically at this time. It's just not a good time for him to come out, so because of this, he could just choose to let Boruto have his fun with the karma. Let him feel like he has control, because it could entice him to use it again, and then he'll be able to emerge at any time where it's convenient for him. So yeah, I agree. I think there's a chance we won't see Momoshiki take over Boruto's body. We might still see him in Boruto's conscious or something like that. Hidari fighting Delta and the others is cool too. Like, if Jura just tells Hidari to go retrieve Matsuri and Ryu's Thorn Soul, that could be a cool opportunity to see other characters fight, like Delta, maybe more Konohamaru fighting, Mitsuki, etc. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed the video. I think the hot takes you all showed today were pretty good. Everyone more or less has the same idea on what is to be expected from the new chapter. So you know what? We're gonna go live this month so I can react to it all with you guys. So if you want to see that, I need everyone to do the following: like the video, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know whatever I upload or go live for chapter spoilers. Let me know more hot takes you guys have down below. And let me know which predictions you like the most out of all 10 I showed today. And until my next one, I'll see you boys and girls later. And I'm out. Peace.